In my prior blog, I talk about the importance of building evaluation dataset when building or buying AI tools. In this blog, I'll show you how to build an evaluation dataset in under 20 minutes. Many legal and InfoSec teams are inundated with requests to approve third-party AI tools or features. The approval review is a time-consuming, multi-step process. It's very tempting to dump this complex end-to-end process into an AI tool at once and ask the AI to give you an answer. Unfortunately, in my experience, that leap of faith often does not result in an agent that is reliable or reusable. So let's resist that and try to build an evaluation first. Let's start with a unit of this task rather than the complete task end to end. In this case, I'm going to test a research agent that looks at the vendor's online documents and try to answer the most important 12 questions. Let's take a look at it. My AI habit is that I use AI for everything I do. So of course, I try to have AI write me the prompt to build the agent. Here's the answer that's provided by ChatGPT, and I use the Canvas feature to simplify it and edit it into this prompt. As you can see, this prompt has three components. There is a prompt defining who I want the agent to be. You're a privacy, product, and compliance expert. And then I define the task. The task is to search and review the online terms of services and related policy for a specified AI product or feature, and then to answer yes or no to a list of the most important questions that help evaluate compliance, privacy, security, and IP risks of the product or feature. Then I define an input. So for this agent, I want the input to be the product or feature name. I want the output to be in a table format with 5 columns. The question, which I formulated together with AI, a yes or no answer, an excerpt from the vendor online documentation, a citation to the source URL, and a pass-fail score. So with that, I am going to start testing this using ChatGPT, Google AI Studio, and Cloud. At this point, you might be thinking I'm actually building an AI agent. But believe me, the first step of building a useful AI agent is to build the evaluation dataset. You will see what I mean here. However, I'm not going to build the evaluation dataset from scratch myself. Instead, I'm going to ask AI agent to help me with that. So with that, I'm going to copy-paste the prompt into a ChatGPT agent. It's fairly straightforward. You can add your prompt in the create section here. It will start asking you some questions, and then you will eventually build the agent. I've already built my ChatGPT agent, and it's called AI Online Terms Research Agent for AI Tool Review. What I'm going to try out is OpenAI Business Terms, and we'll see what it says. As it's working, I'm going to go to Google AI Studio, go to Apps, and add the same prompt in here and click Run. Well, both ChatGPT and Google are working hard. I'm going to try Cloud as well. Instead of doing something fancy, I'm just going to use the standard chat. I'm going to use the reasoning model, which is called Opus 4.1, and I'm going to paste the same prompt in. Cloud is asking me to add the AI tool name, so I'm just going to say OpenAI Business Terms and see what it comes up. It looks like I got some results back on this one, and I'm just going to make a copy of this and then put it in my source document, and I'll call this Cloud Results. Okay. Now I have the Cloud results. I'm going to go to Google AI Studio and see whether I have something. Okay, I'm going to say OpenAI Business Terms and see whether I can get some results. Well, it's working. I see I've already got the ChatGPT results as well, and I'm going to copy that and add that to my source document. This is the OpenAI results. Let's see what we got. Anything from Google AI Studio. Wow, okay. That looks really nice. No, this is the Google AI Studio results. And I will paste this in as well. Now you can probably see why I'm saying this is not me trying to build an AI agent. Instead, I'm trying to build an evaluation data set. Why? Because the answers from these three different tools are slightly different. And most ironically, during my earlier experiments with ChatGPT, I tried it 3 times and it gave me 3 different answers. So it's really important to make sure that you validate the results. Okay, how do I do that? Of course, I'm not going to do it in the manual way only. I'm going to download this document, go to my regular chat, add the downloaded document. In here, I'm going to ask the question, can you look at these 3 sets of results and tell me which results differ from each other? Now let's build the evaluation data set. The way that I typically build my data set is I use an online spreadsheet or a Google Sheet. I'm going to paste the cloud terms first, and then I will add discrepancies. So the first discrepancy is there is a disagreement as to whether ISO 27001 is there or not. So I have to go to the trust portal for a human review. So Cloud is right here. So good job, Cloud, on that one. Next thing that they said there may be a difference is the third-party data sharing. Okay, let's take a look at that. So here, as you can see, that OpenAI does engage third-party subprocessors to satisfy its obligation. So this clause is only pulling the OpenAI Ireland clauses, and it's not comprehensive. We should pull the entire subprocessor section instead. So that's a human correction. Here, I would like to add a correction made. Yes or no. We're barely at 8 minutes, and you just need to keep doing the human manual check. The AI identified discrepancy is convenient, but I humanly checked every single excerpt and answers to each of these questions. As you can see, I have identified a number of corrections needed, even though that the other AI tools didn't identify that. So you may ask, what's the point of making these corrections? The reason is because these corrections will go back and perfect my prompt. Let me give you an example. In number 4, I realized they should have extracted the security commitments made in the agreement itself. So what I did is not only I added the extra clause into the excerpt itself, but more importantly, I wrote the instruction in the correction section by saying answer to question 4 should include any security commitments made in the agreement itself, such as maintaining reasonable security measures. Same thing to question 6, where I added the instruction that answers to question 6 should include a list of subprocessors. This is how you gradually test and continue to evolve your prompts that will make your AI agents more accurate. Hopefully, you now have a good sense of why to build an evaluation dataset, how to build an evaluation dataset, and continuous reiteration of making the prompt and your AI agent more useful and more accurate. So that wraps up our conversation today. I will share the evaluation dataset spreadsheet and the prompt in my blog, Fairly AI.